So let's get straight to it. Webinars are not dead. In fact, they're more alive and more essential than ever, but only if you evolve with them. If you tried a webinar in the last year and it didn't work, it's not because the format is broken, it's because you didn't adapt. Here's the truth about 2025. The market is more smarter, savvier, and more skeptical than ever before. Old school tactics, dead. Endless fluff, dead. Fake scarcity, that's dead too. But what's thriving are the principles that have always driven human behavior. That's gonna be connection, trust, and transformation. Webinars, when done right, they amplify all three of those. That's why they're still one of the most powerful tools that you can have in your arsenal. So I want you to think about it for a second. Webinars create a unique opportunity to deliver real value live to an audience that's already interested in what you have to offer. So that means there's no more cold pitches, it's not lukewarm leads, it's direct, personal, and insanely scalable. But here's the catch. If your webinar is not designed to meet the demands of today's audience, you're leaving money and credibility on the table. The people who say webinars don't work anymore, they usually fall into one of two groups. But hold that thought real quick. I'm gonna grab me some quick breakfast, then I gotta jump into a quick Zoom call. Then after that, we have finished discussing why people say webinars don't work and then go over exactly how you can implement them the right way in your business. All right, so the first group, these are people who couldn't make webinars work for themselves. Maybe they were using outdated strategies, maybe their content was weak, or their delivery just didn't resonate with their audience, or maybe they failed to adapt to the changing landscape of how people consume content today. Whatever the case may be, they gave up and decided that the problem was the tool itself and not their execution or strategy. Now, the second group, these are the people who are telling you webinars are dead simply because at the end of the day, they want to sell you on something else. They're pushing you toward their new and improved method, whether that's VSLs, community strategies, TikTok strategies, or some other shiny object. They need you to believe that webinars don't work anymore, so that way you abide to their alternative. But here's the truth. Webinars do work, and one thing about me is I'ma always keep it real. You will never hear me say that something just doesn't work, because it all works. VSLs work, low ticket offers work, TikTok strategies work, Instagram shoutouts work, posting on YouTube works, webinars work. Whatever strategy that you want to name that people are using to drive results for themselves, it works. If there's people out there winning from it, how can it not work? Now, a webinar on the other hand, webinars are so damn versatile. They can enhance almost every other strategy out there. A webinar can integrate into your high ticket funnel, it can amplify your community building efforts, it can work with local businesses, it can work with health and wellness professionals, it can even be the foundation for your onboarding or retention. But can you say the same thing about everything else? I don't think so. The difference isn't in the method, it's in how you execute it. Success comes from adapting, iterating, and optimizing your strategy to match your audience and your offer, period. Now let me break all of this down for you. First, you gotta understand that the webinar isn't just about selling. It's about creating trust at scale. A great webinar takes your audience on a journey from curiosity to confidence to commitment. And this isn't about dumping information on people. People don't show up to a webinar because they need more information. They're already drowning in information enough as it is. They show up because they need clarity, direction, and a reason to believe. When you deliver that clarity, when you show them a clear path from where they are now to where they want to be, everything changes for your business. That's when trust is built. That's when your audience stops watching and starts engaging. That's when they see you as the person, the business, the brand, the software, whatever you do that can help them solve their problem. But here's where most people fail. They mistake value for volume. They think that value is about giving as much information as possible in 90 minutes when it's not. Value is about relevance. It's about delivering exactly what your audience needs in order to take the next step. And here's how you do that. First, over-deliver on value. Your free webinar needs to feel like a masterclass on whatever the transformation is. It needs to leave your audience thinking, if the free experience is this good, imagine what the paid solution would do for me. That's how you build trust and create anticipation for your offer, regardless of your industry. Second, you need to make it interactive. Webinars aren't meant to be monologues. Engage with your audience with polls, live Q&A, and even stories that hit on their pain points. Connect with them. When people feel that they're a part of the experience, not just watching it, they're more likely to stay engaged and ultimately convert. Third, you want to use micro commitments. Get your audience agreeing with you throughout the webinar. Ask questions that they can't help but agree with. These small moments of agreement build momentum. So when it's time to present your offer, saying yes to it feels natural and easy easy because you've already created an agreeable and welcoming experience. And here's something that's really important: the evolution of webinars in 2025. Long gone are the days when you could run a long webinar filled with fluff and expect people to stick around for a hard sell at the end. That approach doesn't fly anymore in most niches. Today's audiences are smarter, more discerning, and have less patience for anything that feels like a waste of their time. That's why your webinar needs to deliver results before you even make your pitch. What do I mean by that? Your webinar should create a quick win for your audience. It doesn't have to solve their entire problem. That's what your product or service is for. But it should give them enough value that they walk away feeling like they've made progress and that it was worth their time. That's what builds trust and creates excitement for the next step, which that's gonna be your offer. And one more thing, shorter and punchier wins. You need to respect your audience's time. A 60 to 90 minute webinar that's packed with value will always outperform a drawn out session that's bloated with filler content. There are some instances where the presenter is just so prolific in their communication that they can keep people engaged for 3 or 4 hours or even more. So I'm not considering that right now, but most people, they should keep it lean, keep it engaging, and keep it focused, and keep moving your audience forward. Now let's talk about the offer, because this is where a lot of people get it wrong. A webinar isn't just about creating an offer. It's about making your audience feel like the offer is the natural next step. You've already showed them the path. You've already given them a quick win. Now your offer becomes the vehicle that gets them to their ultimate destination. Here's the key. Frame your offer as a solution to their problem. It's not just a product, it's not just a service, it's the answer to the challenge that they came to your webinar to solve. And don't forget, you need to create urgency. Not fake urgency, but real urgency. Maybe it's a limited time bonus for those who take action right away. Maybe it's exclusive access to something that they can only get if they apply right now due to your limited bandwidth. Whatever it is, make it compelling and credible. At the end of the day, a webinar isn't just a sales tool. It's a way to build trust, create transformation, and deepen the relationship with your audience. And when you approach this with the mindset of serving your audience first, the sales will naturally follow. We're all here to serve in some capacity. There's a famous quote by Zig Ziglar that I absolutely love. It goes something like this: you can have about just anything you want in this world if you can just help enough people get what they want. So, do webinars still work in 2025? Let's ask a few business owners that I've helped generate multiple 7 and 8 figures online. Here's what Reggie had to say.
In our first year working with Aaron Ball, we did $6 million online. Our second year, we crossed the $20 million mark, relocating to a different state, buying the home of our dreams, and it was all because of the tactics, information.
Or Mercedes, who made the most money she's ever made in her life, doing what I'm discussing in this video.
I just did my first seminar and I keep seeing the payments rolling in and rolling in. This is the most money that I've ever made in one day.
How about Will, doing $1 million a month?
When I first met him, I was doing around $30,000 a month with online webinars, and now I'm doing around $1 million a month because of his strategies and all his systems.
How about Ed, taking dentist practices to 8 figures?
Now listen to me, we have 2 clients having record months this month, literally based on the templates and scripts that Aaron has in Webinar Scaling Secrets Academy.
Or Justin, who I helped do 6 figures in profit in one day.
We just did a recent launch and we were able to do a 6-figure profit day. Not week, not month, not year, but we were able to do a 6-figure profit day. And a lot of that had to do with Aaron and the team really going crazy.
So absolutely, webinars do work. But let me be clear, they only work if you're willing to evolve. If you're stuck using outdated strategies, if you're trying to rely on tactics that worked 5 years ago, 10 years ago, then no, it won't work for you. The market has changed, attention spans have shortened, and the expectations are higher. But if you're willing to adapt, to engage your audience, to over-deliver on value, and to create transformational experiences, webinars won't just work for you, they'll exceed your expectations. They'll become one of the most powerful tools in your entire business. So here's the bottom line. Webinars work because they're built on principles of human behavior that will never change. People will always crave attention, they will always want to trust the person that they're buying from, and they will always need to see the value in what you're offering before they take the next steps. Webinars tap into all those things in a way that no other medium can. Now here's my challenge for you. Are you ready to evolve? Are you ready to take a hard look at your current strategy and make the changes necessary to meet your audience where they are? Because if you are, webinars can take your business to levels you haven't even imagined yet. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Are webinars already a part of your strategy? If not, Are you thinking about adding them now? Let's talk about how you can make webinars work for your business. And if this video gave you value, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, turn notifications on. I've got even more strategies coming your way, and trust me, you won't want to miss this value. I'm just getting started on YouTube, and I'm here to help entrepreneurs just like you at all walks of life level up their business online. And real quick, before you go, I got one quick bonus for you since you've watched until the end. I've got something that will help you take things to the next level, and it's free. It's gonna be my book, Webinar Scaling Secrets. This book is packed with the exact strategies I've used to help businesses generate collectively over $150 million online. Inside, you'll learn everything from how to structure your webinars, how to maximize conversions, to scaling them for exponential growth. This isn't theory, it's proven systems that work. So if you're ready to make webinars a cornerstone of your business, then grab your free copy and just cover shipping and handling so my team at the warehouse can ship the book to you. I'll leave the link in the description or head over to www.webinarscalingsecrets.com. Until next time, keep evolving, keep serving, and keep building trust with your audience. Let's make this year the year your business grows like never before. And I'll see you in the next video. Signing off.